Hello, my ginger loves. Welcome to Tea Time with Joss. I am your co-host, Joss. Remember that I am not for everyone, and neither is this reading, so take what's yours, don't steal what's not. Let's get started. I know it's been a while. I've been asleep. Honestly, that's what's been happening. I've been asleep. I have been tired. I have been called to rest, so that's what I've been doing. My body been talking, and I've been listening. These cards that are out here have been out here since the last time I did a reading. Y'all know that I shuffle once I'm done with the readings for the day to clear the energy. So these have been on the table. What lately I've really been thinking about is expansion. I've been talking to y'all a lot about the prayer of Jabez, and I couldn't figure out why. And it was because that's what I literally have been experiencing. And I feel like that was kind of my energy calling in others who may have been praying the prayer of Jabez either willingly or unwillingly. Like you knew you were doing it, it was intentional, or just the type of prayers that you have been praying are Jabez prayers. So I talked to y'all about that in another read, but there has been a lot of expansion going on, not just with me, but with other people. And it's been difficult. I feel like it feels like maybe you feel like you've been warring. And I've told y'all, I've been sharing with y'all that I feel like I've been purging. And when I cut my locks off, it was like the ultimate release to be able to excuse me, make room. But I was carrying all of the things, all the stuff in my hair. And when I cut my hair off, I finally did the greatest release. And because of that, I was able to do the purge that was necessary to get me prepared for 2024 and beyond, right? So I feel like, a lot of my sleeping is because I am expanding, also because I can feel the expansion of certain people around me. They may or may not be aware that that's what's happening to them, but there's just a lot of expansion. So if you have not been praying the prayer of Jabez, I challenge you, I double dog dare you, I triple dog dare you to pray the prayer of Jabez for 30 days, every day. And call back your energy to you every night. I've been talking to y'all about that too. And see the change that takes place. The prayer of Jabez is about expansion. It's about calling in divine blessings. It's about answering to who you really are and not what people call you. The prayer of Jabez is a prayer for more. It's a prayer for increase. And so there's, been a lot of people calling in increase into their life. And it could be an increase in finances, of course. It could be an increase in love, an increase in self-esteem, an increase in divine opportunities and divine partnerships, divine counsel. You may have been calling in, increase in your blessings so that you can continue to bless other people. It's just about increase and expansion in every way. The prayer of Jabez, I think it's First Chronicles 4:9-10. But oh, that you may bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. It's literally asking God to bless your life, but to allow you to be blessed, to be a blessing. You don't want to do any hurt or harm to anyone in any of the deeds or any of the things that you do, or even in just receipt of your expansion. But you want to use the blessing to be able to be a blessing. That is what the prayer of Jabez is. And I've been praying it for a while. There's a book, and I reread the book maybe like a month ago. And I've just been very intentional about the prayer of Jabez. There are different areas in life that I want to expand and increase. And it doesn't have everything to do with just money. So I feel like people have been doing the prayer of Jabez either willingly or unwillingly, knowingly or unknowingly. But because of that, you've been taking your power back, and you've been feeling more and more clear and more sure about what it is that you need over what you want, what it is that you are to be doing, what purpose you have right now in this part of your journey. I feel like we have different types of purpose in different seasons, and you've been going through in this warfare, and you've just been figuring it out. People may have been calling back your power, and you may have been reclaiming all the divinity that belongs to you, and you just feel yourself expanding. You feel like you're growing in every way, and that is amazing. So because of that, you may be like me, and you might be sleeping a lot. You may have stopped growing physically, but spiritually, there's an expansion going on. Mentally and emotionally, there's an expansion going on. And so, because of that, you've been able to get things into balance, and now things are starting to fall into place for you, or they are about to. Like I said, after I did the last reading and I was doing my shuffle, these came out. So we're going to go with these. I've just left them here for a week or however long it's been since the last time I was on. But there's a reason that I've been being led to talk to y'all about the prayer of Jabez. This is something that God is calling whomever to do. If you feel like it is your time, if you feel like it is finally time for you to receive, you may have been increasing your ability to balance your feminine and your masculine energy. And so you may have had to be in survival mode for quite some time. And because of that, you've been operating in masculine energy, and it became very toxic to your life because you didn't feel comfortable. You weren't in the right spaces and places to be able to operate in your feminine energy. And so keeping yourself in survival mode for that amount of time, it's going to take a while for you to clear it all up, but you have been. So we have out here, I call back my power. Every day when you wake up and every night before you rest, before you close your eyes and you sleep, you rest for the night. Call back your power from every corner of the earth, in every realm, on every plane. Call back your power. And if you have been doing this, you can feel the change moving through you. Some things may be happening suddenly because there are certain things that you've been calling back to you in association with your power. And so you can literally feel it on the inside. You literally feel it. It's electric. And I feel like whatever power you've been calling back to you, and whatever you've been making room for, it's going to be sudden. Right? It's going to be something that you've been expecting it, but it's like you've been praying about it and calling it in for so long. You're almost to the point where you've given up, but you've reached a place of acceptance where you don't force yourself to think about it every day. Like when you're calling back your power about it, it's just become sort of like a ritual type thing or a habit. No, I won't even say a habit. It's become a part of your ritual to just call it out into the ether, but there's no worry behind it anymore. That's how I feel. There's no more worry. And something is about to happen, and it's going to be very sudden. But you can feel this on the inside. You feel it flowing through you about the change, the expansion that's happening for you and calling back your power. Then you have clear your karma. So whatever you've been doing, whatever room is being made, it's because you've been clearing up karma. You may be the generational curse breaker in your family. When that card comes out, that's what I always tell you. But you're balancing the scales. There's been a lot of karmic debt that's being paid right now, especially if you are the generational curse breaker. There's some things that you are breaking off of, not just yourself, but your entire lineage. And because of that, it's balancing some things out in your life, allowing you to finally reach the place of power and authority that you were always meant to have. We have Lord, take charge with authority. And on this card, there's two rams on either side of this Lord. And so this is, like Emperor energy, Aries energy. But I feel like you're no longer feeling powerless. This expansion, this increase that's taking place within you, it is really making you feel like you can do anything. You're finally in a place where you feel strong, you feel healthy, you feel powerful. You've taken charge of your life, but you're not overbearing. You don't overwhelm people. That's where that feminine energy comes in. You have really learned how to balance those sides of yourself. You follow your intuition, you listen to spirit, you know when to be still, you know when to be calm, but it's like you said what you said, it is what it is, and that's it. That's all. You said what you said and you meant that shit. You meant it in love, but you still meant it. There's been a lot of heart chakra healing going on as well. So, maybe that's some of the increase. You had to learn how to be more loving, more gracious and graceful with yourself in order to be that way with others. There was some healing that needed to be done from hurt, from things that caused you to get off kilter. And things that may have put you in a place of imbalance, and you have been clearing that up. It's like you're no longer apologetic for handling your business, for being who you know you are supposed to be. You are operating in the functionality of who God says you are, and not what people call you or who people call you. You may be a person that you have some kind of nickname, and it was a nickname that was cute because it referred to something that you did when you were young. And people may still call you that, but you don't operate in that energy anymore. You're also learning that it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. And so you're learning not to answer to labels and names that people have assigned to you that are not in alignment with who you genuinely are. You're just standing up. I'm very proud of you. You ain't giving a fuck either. For real, for real. You're not being an asshole about it, but you're just being yourself. And you ain't taking nothing off of nobody. I don't know why I heard that in my head. It's from a movie or a cartoon or something. And I don't remember. I am definitely one of those people. I'm one extreme or the other. So I love cartoons and I love horror movies. Especially horror movies that have to do with spiritual things. I've always been drawn to that. So, again, there may be something that people call you, but it's no longer in alignment with who you are. And so you're learning not to answer to it. You do it respectfully, and you do it in love and in grace, but you're learning to correct people who try to call you out of your name. That's what I'm saying. And it may not necessarily be a nickname. It may be one of those things where, people refer to you as the N word, and you quickly let them know that we don't say that. It's ignorant of you to even use it. That's a whole nother thing. I'm not going to get on that. I mean, people grow up in different environments, and so people speak in different languages and dialects in order to communicate with people. But you let this person know that you're not one of those people, and you don't appreciate that, so you would prefer for them not to refer to you that way. And because you were respectful, because you were honest, you were clear with your desire, this person is honoring your wish. So I'm not saying that. Now, there are also going to be some people that maybe you grew up with that call you something that you don't want to be called anymore. And when you let them know, even though you're respectful, even though you're gracious, even though you have grace with them because you've known them for a long time or you're related or whatever, they're going to get upset and they're going to feel offended. Well, I always call you that. Well, his mama named him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay. Like, it's just that. People, you're now preferring to be called by the name on your birth certificate. Or if you know your real name, we ain't going to talk about that either. Or if you know your real name, you want to be called that. Or you are now referring to yourself in a way that what your name is how you behave, right? So, like, my name means blessed or the blessing. And I know that when I go into people's life, it's because I'm to bless you. But I can be a gift or a curse. And you do it to yourself based on the way you behave with me, the way you treat me. 17 on the timer when I said that. So, yeah. So you may now want to be referred to as what your name, what's on your birth certificate in the 3D, what that name means. Let me also tell y'all, and I told y'all before about Jabez. Jabez, his mother, when giving birth to him, was in great pain. That's what the Bible says. And so because of that, that's why she named him Jabez. And he had a very painful life, right? So every time somebody's calling his name, they're calling him pain. They're calling in pain. Right? And so when Jabez made his prayer, now we no longer know him as a man with a painful name, but we know him as a man that used his pain to be a blessing and receive blessings, right? And so this is what this whole name thing is about. It's definitely what you answer to that matters. God has called you one thing, and humans call you something else. Which one holds more weight for you? Okay, let me get off of that. Whew. Okay. And look, on the bottom, mommy water naked. So somebody may, you may identify with water goddesses. Like I said, somebody been working on their heart. You're learning to be vulnerable again. You're learning to be more trusting. You're learning to go with the flow. You're learning that the universe is going to bring to you whatever you are putting out into the universe. Number 3, so you are working with the divine. Well, it's number 30, but breaks down to a 3. You're working with the divine in order to manifest this expansion, this increase that you've been calling into yourself. You sitting back pretty. You minding your business. You're doing your part, but you're letting it flow. Naked. What else? Rage. That comes out so much. Number 5, change, like I tell y'all, Medusa was disgustingly misunderstood. And so she used her power and turned her rage and turned it into power. Not in the way she's depicted. Again, answering to who you are that God calls you, or answering to what humans call you. And it's falling on top of this. I call back my power. I'm telling y'all, it's time to turn your pain into power. If you have not. Creativity. Yeah. So the Seven Sisters card is interpreted in different ways. It's number 12, which is 3 again. And so we have divine partnership. We have partnership with self and with our highest self, right? And so this is there's some, debate around if there were actually 7 sisters or if it was one woman and these spirits of different personality types were operating through her, but that's what brought in her blessings. That's what brought in her creativity. Somebody may have, 7 streams of income that you are getting ready to receive for this work that you've been doing. If you've been calling back your divine gifts, your divine opportunities, your divine blessings, your divine ideas, if you're calling back divine businesses, if there was a business that you had and you were partnered with someone and that someone wasn't a good someone and so things fell apart, or if it was just, right person, wrong time, or if it was, maybe you weren't supposed to have a partner then, you know what I'm saying? And so whatever this is, you've made room for it. Your creativity, whatever you've been calling back to you, it is working in your favor. The scales are balancing and there has been increase. There has been expansion. Maybe you needed to expand your knowledge when it came to business. Maybe there were some things that you needed to learn personally in order to be able to function and operate with another person so that things would flow. But your creativity is returning to you. I feel like also there may have been some of you that you may have had some energy vampires around you. And so these people were literally harnessing your gifts. They were stealing them and they were holding on to it and sucking you the fuck dry. And so now you're beginning to, have boundaries. You're beginning to establish your authority within your own life, and you're separating yourself from people who come to take. That's specific. We have fearless love. Yeah, you're loving unapologetically. Number 25, which is a 7, the number of spiritual expansion. And so you're just loving with your whole self. You have celestial alignment, number 41, which is also 5. And then we have number 5, radical rebirth, which represents a change. We have 555 here. And so that is like tower moment, like sudden rapid change. It's something you may or may not see coming. It may be more so your intuition. You have a feeling that there is something happening and you're having this radical rebirth because you have broken some things. You've cleared out some things. You've healed some things. You've opened yourself up to the divine to take full reign over you. Liberation on the bottom. Can I get one more spirit, please? Thank you. And then last we have joy, number 16, which is also number 7. So you have 77, 555, and then you also have 3. Yeah. You're getting your joy back. There's been a restoration of joy into your life. These goddesses, they're just open. This fearless love is Oshun energy. The celestial alignment, her dress is the color of the rainbow. And the rainbow originally represented God's promise to never destroy the earth and water again. Water is a healing energy. She's up in the clouds. You may need to go sit by some water, or you have been listening. I've been listening to a lot of water healing music. I like thunderstorms on YouTube, and so that may be something that you are indulging in. But there's so much joy behind this change that's taking place. You're in this place of alignment, this place of clarity, this place of just being open, because you know that God's word never returns void. God promised you something, and God is making good on the promise because you've done your part. And then we have intuition on the bottom. Did I not say it's because somebody has been trusting their intuition? You've been doing something. I don't know what something is, but you've been doing something. And whatever the something is, it's helped you to take your divinity back. That's been coming out a lot in my readings also for my collective. So these readings lately may be for people who you had a very deep connection to God. You may have grown up in religion, maybe not necessarily spirituality, or you just maintained your childlike relationship with God. And something happened in your life that caused you to lose focus, and you gave away your power in some places, and in other places it was stolen from you. And so you had a lot of debt you had to clear up. And you've been doing that. And because of that, God is rewarding you for the work that you've done. You understand that faith without works is dead. You may have gotten away from God for a while. You got off the path. And because of it, hell reigned in your life for a while. And you're getting to a place where you are finally coming back to yourself. You've reclaimed your divinity. You may have been on the edge of turning karmic, or maybe you did become karmic for a while. But there was a lot of toxic energy that needed to be shed, not just from you, but from the lineage that you came through. And so this radical rebirth is not just for you. This radical rebirth is for those in your relational family that follow. There was a change that needed to take place, and it wasn't going to take place unless a warrior stood up and did the work. And look at that on both sides. And look, when I split it, y'all. What's this? Turned over. 6 of coins, Ace of knives. Anything else? And the 7 of wands. Y'all, there is brand new divine gifts that are coming in to you directly from the divine, directly from the spiritual world. And because it's guarded, it's so protected. It's so protected. 6 of coins. The divine giving you something. Ace of knives, in truth. And I told y'all, you see this? This lady been through something. 7 of wands. There's a battle that you are now on the other side of. And because of that, there is so much success, so much clarity, so much wisdom. But you may be like a warrior type spirit of some kind. There has been a fight. It's like a fight for your life that you have been going through. And I'm talking about a spiritual fight. But the spiritual fight, it leaked into the 3D for you. And so everything became a battle. Excuse me. Ooh, spiritual bird. It's true. It's true. It's true. There's so much success coming in for you because you've been doing the work. You've learned how to protect yourself. Your guardians, your divinely ascended ancestors, your divine guides, your angels. There's been so much warring going on, but you've had help. And maybe you didn't know it at first. And then when you began to open up and receive what God was handing to you, then you began to win the battles. It's like you was ready just in case, but they had you covered. They weren't letting the enemy or anything threatening get through. There's some kind of it, and I did another reading about this. There's a divine smoke that is protecting you. It's like you can feel the protection there, even if you don't see it. But these gifts that are being given to you are things that you work for, as well as things that you didn't even know were going to be yours. And this could be actual gifts, or I feel like it's also spiritual things. Your power has been increased. Your protection has been increased. What's this? Daughter of baskets. You're learning to present your love in a different way. You give love, but you always ready. Whatever that means. Oh my gosh. What else on the spirit? You have the Empress, and you have the Father of Coins. As you were rising and coming back to your rightful place, as God was pouring into you, helping to remind you who you are, helping you to see very clearly, you may have, become very wealthy in every way during that time. You also may have needed to be defended against someone who was coming in attempting to exert their authority over you. Someone may have tried to lord over you. This may have been the battle that you've been in. This could be a marriage. Maybe you were married 6 or 7 years. You may have been with this person for longer, but your actual marriage may have lasted that long. But it's like, as you begin to rise, as you begin to shed things that you didn't need anymore, as you begin to glow up, basically, this person didn't change. It's a masculine energy, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a man. This person just refused to change, and because of that, there began to be a war between the two of you. And so, your spirit team, your holy team, they came in and they took over. And so this person is being blocked from your energy. So it's either a blockage from energies that are attempting to literally lord over you, have authority over you, or it's a particular person. But either way, there became some sort of battle in your life between you and this energy or these energies. And so, the divine stepped in and they put the wall up, the wall of smoke. If this was a man, this person may have had more than you when the connection or the attachment began. And that's what kept you, like, I'm hearing glued. That's what kept you glued to this person for so long, because they made you feel like you needed them. But then something happened. Something took place and you got sick of their shit, or just sick of everything, and you took your power back. And as you began to rise, as spirit began to pour into you, you became over this person, at least spiritually. But the Empress, she manifests. She's fertile. She's full of amazing gifts, talents, ideas. She's just a beautiful person. She's very poised. She's very graceful. She loves. And if she separates, she still separates with grace and in love. And so this person is someone you may have cut them off because of spiritual nudge, or your team stepped in and they just took the person out of your life. That may have been sudden too, in order to balance the scales and to help you on your journey to having full authority over your own life. This may have been an abusive person, and I'm sorry if that's triggering. But this person, abuse doesn't necessarily have to be physical. This could be a parent, like a father that, he's rich or he has a lot of money. And so he feels like that gives him the carte blanche to, just treat people shitty because he doesn't feel good on the inside. You can have all the money you want, but that doesn't make you a good person if you don't use your wealth in a divine way. But anyway, this could be an abusive relationship also. Abuse can be mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. It's not just somebody putting their hands on you. Mental abuse, this person making you feel like you weren't good enough, taking away your self-worth, hoarding money, only allowing you to buy groceries, and literally counting out every dime, every nickel, every penny that's being used. That's still abuse. And so this person may have been abusive in that way, making you feel like you can't do anything without them. I'm sorry if that's triggering for anyone. Ace of Wands and the Daughter of Coins. What did I say? Exerting their authority, their power over you, attempting to make you feel like you contribute enough for them to stay around. But you've had this glow up and now they're not enough. This person may have attempted, now I'm getting more of the feeling this is a relationship. This person may have attempted to, like I said, they like penny pinched. They gave you what they wanted to give you when they wanted to give it to you. When they felt like you needed it so that they could maintain the power. But if you are a person that you're having some kind of glow up and now you're starting to see your blessings flow in, because I want to get out of that other energy, and you're starting to see your blessings flow in, it's because you're standing in authority now. And it may have taken you quite some time to go from the Empress to to become an Empress in Father of Coins energy. Like to manifest 3D wealth for yourself. And the Empress, yes, she's very fertile. She's able to manifest, but it may have taken some time to get into the Father of Coins energy, because you had to learn how to balance your power. When the power started coming back to you, you had to learn how to use it in authority. The Father of Coins, he's the wealthiest card in the deck. He is very lucrative. He's a good businessman. He may or may not be a husband and or a father, but we have Emperor energy out here because of this Lord card that came out, right? And so you have the Empress and the Emperor together. And so you may have needed to learn how to balance your masculine and feminine energy, and it may have taken you a while to get the masculine part under check because you've been in that energy for so long. I hope that makes sense to somebody. When I was telling y'all about like survival mode, like your definition of power has changed. What you feel power is has changed. And it was 40-40 on the timer when I said that, which is 88. 4 and 4 is 8, so 8. Yeah, it may have taken you a while to get yourself in a place where you could handle business and pleasure in whatever way you see it. But in being able to be vulnerable and have a balance within yourself, being in this Empress energy, you may be married to this person. This may be a husband and wife situation. But you had to learn how to be able to handle money. Money that was yours. Money that you earned. Money that you worked for. Money that it was something you put your hands to, and it brought in financial wealth for you, and you did it without this other person. It may have taken you a while to get there. This is something that may be coming in for someone right now. Like you're standing in your Empress energy. You've gotten your Emperor energy in check, whether it be another person or within yourself, and you've learned how to use your power. Three of Baskets. Yeah, there's celebration and joy coming in because of this elevation you had. There's some kind of divine idea that's going to be given. This is something that's been coming in for a while, but whatever this idea is, it's going to bring in a lot of loot. 10 of Baskets. There's a divine door that's being opened up that's going to I feel like the doorway is being opened for everything you ever wanted to come in. There's so much happiness and joy coming into your life. The Hangman, something you waited for a long time. The Star, and it's finally here. Your dreams, your wishes, they are coming to fruition. You are going to see all of the hard work that you've been doing pay off, and you're going to see it in the 3D. You may be a star. You might do something on the internet. Something about you and your family, or a family. Something about a family. They may be becoming famous. You may have finally moved on. If it was another person that you were leaving behind, you may have moved on from this person, and you have a blended family with someone else. There may be up to 10 children, or there are 10 people total in this family dynamic, but this family might be becoming famous. Daughter of Baskets. The star, whatever the star energy is, it is getting ready to, there's travel involved. I also feel like, there's so much endless possibility to the creativity that this person has. Divine ideas are going to be coming to you, possibly in your dreams. So you may want to journal. Yeah, someone may have started a new family. Like you have a blended family, or you got with someone else and between y'all there's 10 kids, or you have 10 kids with this person. There may be multiples, like maybe you have a set of twins and then one child and then a set of triplets or something like that. Or you and this person, there's just 10 children between you, but something about 10 kids or 10 people in this dynamic. But it may be someone that you went toward because this person, they appealed more to the joy that you needed back into your life, making you resurrect your fun side. And so it's giving you creative ideas that you haven't had since maybe you were a teenager. Something about teens and the number 10. I don't know. But this is definitely someone that is going to be famous, someone that is famous, or family that's getting famous. And it's fun for them. It's fun for them. And I feel like they're not going to get caught up in fame. Like they're going to use it to bring awareness to something. 7 of Baskets. And I said that if this is an individual person, there's something that's going to be coming to you in your dreams. There are divine blessings that God is going to reveal to you in your dreams. And again with the 7, and I said somebody might have 7 streams of income. This creativity, that's what it's doing. It's bringing in 7 to 10 streams of income. Going to help you provide for your family, but it's something that you're going to have fun with it. 3 of Baskets. Yep. You're going to have a good time. You're going to be able to travel with your friends, with your family, solo trips if that's what you want to do. Because sometimes we do have to get away. Sometimes that's what we need to replenish and to recharge. We do need to get away and be by ourselves so that we can just sit with God and hear from God outside in nature. Let the wind speak to you. And that may be what brings, some creative ideas to you. But somebody's getting some kind of ideas and you're getting them in your sleep. So you need to be paying attention to your dreams, maybe journaling. There's been 7 situations that have taken place, whatever those 7 situations are. And you're going to be seeing them differently, and that's going to spark ideas as well. There's something being revealed. This is definitely generating 7 to 10 streams of income. Anything else in the spirit? Thank you. We have the 3 of Coins and the Emperor. The Emperor actually came out this time. So yeah, like I said, this is some kind of relationship. Somebody got away from someone and maybe you are now partnering with someone else. 3, 5, and 7. They are very significant numbers in this reading. 3, 5, and 7. This Emperor energy, there's a business that's coming to you. Or maybe you already have this business, but whatever it is putting you back on your throne. Some kind of collaboration. The Sun. Somebody's been set free from something. From some kind of stronghold. You have freedom from it. And it has now opened up your mind. And now you can get the downloads necessary. Now you can see clearly. Now you can do everything you need to do in power and authority. But the blessings that you receive, you pour back into other people. Whatever this Emperor collaboration, 3 of coins energy is, whoever, because it's a person and it's a masculine and a feminine energy. This Emperor may already have a child. I said somebody might be blending families, but anyway, whatever this collaboration is, it is going to make you so happy. There's so much joy that you feel, and we have joy coming out because this Emperor either has a child or is now embracing his inner child. His or her, because the Emperor, it can be a female, a born female, just in Emperor energy. But this collaboration is going to breed so much joy from this person. It may allow him to express himself in the way that he did when he was a child. The creative spark that comes takes him back to his childhood when he would paint or create. This person may be an artist of some type, maybe a painter, but there's been room made. You see that long table? Room has been made. There's been a realization that you cannot do it by yourself, that you do need others. But this partnership, it's going to be a really great thing. And then we have the Magician. You have everything you need. You manifested this. Whoever this is. You did this. And then the 3 of Baskets again. I'm telling y'all, there's some, it's a connection, a relationship, a partnership. Finding your soul tribe. Having a happy, healthy family. Having the type of family that maybe you've never experienced before, but now you will because you are healthy in your emotions, in your mental state, in your spirit, in your words, in your actions. You do things from a healthy place. You do things from a logical place, but you also do things with compassion. You use your power in order to help other people, to elevate other people. And this is why you are having this radical rebirth. This is the reason that you are in celestial alignment, because your spirit is in alignment with the 3D. You control your happiness because you lead with your spirit. Your happiness is no longer controlled by the material world. The spiritual world is where you literally live your life. There's so much joy coming in for you. And I feel like it's because you're manifesting based on dreams and revelations and desires that you had, prayers that you sent out when you were young, maybe from a little child until you were a teenager. And then that's when something happened that knocked you off your path. Being a teenager is very difficult and it can be very nasty work, especially if there are demonic attachments to your lineage, or if there's certain karmas that you have to pay off from past lives. Being a teenager can be very rough. That's why some of them don't survive it. This is a warrior, whoever this is. I love this for whoever this is. Oh, let me get... Yeah, I want to get these. Let me see. Look at that. I'm not even going to pull none. Magic alignment on the bottom. Yeah, you might be an artist. You might do something with your hands. But the magic is within. What's after this? Key. You hold the key. Solo magic. Channel. Animal energy. Yeah. You are in alignment. We have alignment here twice. You have the Emperor, the Empress. Your gifts are making room for you because you're making room for other people. This entire reading has been about expansion and increase. I love this for us because I'm claiming this for me myself too. I'm going to take a nap because I'm tired now. I love y'all so much. If you enjoyed this reading, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, if this resonated for you anyway, please thumbs up the video. Thank you all so much for all of your comments. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you so much for those of you who are rocking with me. I appreciate you in your part in my expansion. I appreciate you all in my increase because the expansion is happening for me because you are a part of it, and I appreciate that so much. I love y'all to life. I hope y'all have the most amazing rest of the week. I'm gonna try to be back. No promises. Don't forget that there is a new moon on the 10th. So, that's manifestation time to call out what you want, make you some moon water. But call it in. You either are stepping into this already, this is something that's already happening for you, or you are literally on the edge. Like, it's happening. It's happening. And I'm so very happy for you. You've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of healing. This is amazing. Pay attention to your dreams. I love y'all. Have the most wonderful rest of the day. See y'all later. Bye.